So in crypto, you're starting to hear this word called DAO, decentralized autonomous organization. Like, how does that truly work? How to create something where people vote and that is the decision and it somehow gets automatically executed? Because yes, you can have a voting system, but can't the owners just do what they want? Like, I got the gist of what this means, but I really want to dig deeper and try to understand this and basically save you guys some research time. So hopefully you guys want to join me figuring out what the hell a DAO is. So yeah, it means like it's not controlled by a single institution or bank or person. So one thing people do, they pool money together, they make it like this decentralized venture capital firm. But it doesn't make sense, because how will the people inside the sort of DAO know better than professionals? You should just give your money to professionals who know how to invest. Why give it to a DAO? Because then you're just trading along with other people who don't know what to do with their money, hence they put it into a DAO. Seems like a recipe for disaster. Apparently with a DAO, you can eliminate human error or manipulations of investor funds, placing the decision in the hands of the system and crowdsourced process. Yeah, so that means you're trusting your money to be invested by your fellow sort of investors. But the reason why we put money in a DAO is because we don't know where the best way to get the best gains are. It looks like people see it as like a good way to raise money, which is interesting. So let's say I have an asset that costs $500,000. I can raise that fund and buy it, but then now it's partially owned by everyone. But technically then you're allowed to buy things early and you can slowly pay out your sort of DAO shareholders. But then you might as well just get a loan. But maybe with the DAO you'll be able to have lower interest on the money you pull together. But then if you have lower interest on the money you pull together, why would anyone want to invest their money into you? Good thing about DAOs is you can create all these instructions and solidify it on the blockchain so that you can't get greedy and change those rules. But I've heard like things like NFTs, you can apparently change and update it over time. You have to trust that that person will use the money wisely. But with a DAO, there's instructions on what you can and cannot do with the money, and it's code. So it's like you don't need trust, you just read the code. Oh wow. So imagine you have a freelance network, or let's say have a team like an influencer house, and everyone has to pool in money. Now if everyone gave me $1,000 each month, then they would have to trust that I'll do the right thing with that money. And it's not transparent, and it'll be hard for me to show my sort of bank account, etc. But if you're a DAO, you can have this transparent thing where everyone can see their money being pulled in, where the money is being spent, etc. Hey Siri, stop. So it's just, I guess, more of like a transparent, trustless sort of thing. Wow, so DAO is like a cool way to sort of split up your company as well. Rather than buying shares, people can buy sort of, because shares are basically DAOs. Because when you own 10% of shares of a company, you have 10% voting rights on what that company does. But a DAO is just more of a transparent, easier, less sort of, it's easier to purchase. You can split up this sort of, the one token into like a million pieces. You can't buy a million, like 0.001 of Amazon. So DAOs are basically like company stocks. Wow, so DAO is like an LLC. Wow, so companies will eventually be formed as DAOs rather than LLCs. So now you can go public without having to go through all that work to take your company public. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The reason why I'm looking into crypto is because we're actually integrating a lot of these things into the education company. I'm looking sort of 10 steps ahead, and I want to learn these things early. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with nothing but more value. I hope you guys have an amazing day and week. Peace.